Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to the Chocolate Squad. I hope you all are having a lovely day, but without further ado, onto the video. So, I just want to know, why are they calling my good sis Anok Yai Eurocentric? If you don't know who Anok Yai is, she is a runway model, a supermodel who is South Sudanese, very beautiful woman. You may have seen her blue look at the Met Gala. She looked so good. I'm going to have a few pictures up of her on the screen just so you get some idea as to who people are deciding to call Eurocentric. But either way, before we tackle and debunk her being Eurocentric, we need to first understand what Eurocentrism is. When I searched it up on Google, I saw a variety of different definitions, but the one that I settled on was one that I saw by BuzzFeed. It says Eurocentric beauty standards refer to a beauty standard that favors European features such as big blue eyes, small noses, straight hair, and lighter skin. Naturally, such a standard excludes features of Black, Latino, Indigenous, Asian, Pacific Islander, and Arab folks. So I'm going to put up on the screen a European small nose, and then I'm going to put up a picture of Anok Yai and her nose. That is not a small nose. She has a very Afrocentric nose, not a Eurocentric one. She does not have big blue eyes. She does have big eyes, but not big blue eyes. She also does not have straight hair. In this image, it shows her with 4C hair, or 4C looking hair at least. And the last one, which is the most apparent, she is a dark-skinned woman. She's not lighter skinned. So that's another way in which she doesn't align with Eurocentrism. She's very much Afrocentric. She's from South Sudan, which has the darkest people in Africa, and they also tend to be the tallest. That's why they are supermodels. For example, Anok Yai, Adut Akech, Ducky Thought, those people are from South Sudan. Upon seeing images of Anok Yai, you may be thinking, who in their right mind would consider this lady as Eurocentric? Well, I have a screenshot here, which for me, it does say 3 days ago, but I got this image a while ago. So it may have been a few months ago or maybe even last year, but it comes from the original tweet that says, "Nah, they said my wife has a Eurocentric nose, I can't move," with a picture of Anok Yai on the bottom. And as you can see, she clearly does not have a Eurocentric nose. Again, I'll put another picture of a Eurocentric nose as a point of comparison. She does not have a Eurocentric nose. Her nose is Afrocentric. The quote tweet then reads, "She may not have Eurocentric features, but her features are more accepted by Eurocentric beauty standards compared to other undeniably Afrocentric features." And that begs the question, what is not undeniably Afrocentric about Anok Yai? As we said, she has 4C hair, darker skin, and broader features. So again, I just want to know where this lady saw anything remotely Eurocentric in her features. I'll wait. In reality, it doesn't really matter how long I wait. I'm never going to get a real answer as to why they believe she's Eurocentric, at least not from them. I know the answer, why they class her as Eurocentric, and it's because they view beauty as something for the Europeans, something only Europeans can achieve, and if you are a black person and achieve it, then by their logic, somehow, somewhere, you are Eurocentric. I do believe this stems from an inferiority complex, which is something I do believe is rampant amongst many black women nowadays. But in specific, this lady, she sees her features in somebody who is doing good and believes that it's a fluke, because she doesn't see the beauty in her own features. People like this automatically view themselves as being at the bottom of whatever hierarchy they have created in their mind, so they make excuses as to why somebody who looks undeniably black is at the top. So in this case, that would be attaching that success to white people. You really do have to be mindful when you're dealing with people like this, whether it's in your personal life or you see them online. If it's online, you could easily just scroll and or block or hide, mute their tweets or whatever you do. But in person, you need to make sure you stay away from these kinds of people because they believe that they're at the bottom and they're going to pull you down with them. No matter how high you go, they're going to try and find a way to quote unquote humble you so you go back down to their level. I'm pretty sure that's called a crabs in a bucket mentality. when somebody is envious of your success, so they want to drag you down to whatever level they believe that they are at. And that's the reason why I don't really talk about how colorism and texturism disadvantages us, because I don't want people to perceive themselves as beneath others, and instead I prefer to talk about how our unique features can elevate us in society. For example, it can make you stand out from the crowd if you had 4C hair. Personally, I have 4B, 4C-ish hair, and I wear it out often because if you consider the fact that from my accent you can tell that I live in the United Kingdom, not many people here are black in general, and of those black people, not many of them embrace their natural hair. So that helps me stand out and creates conversation starters. I get compliments on my hair. Once you understand your hair, it could boost your confidence. I will be making a video about how we can overcome any internalized texturism that we do have. So I'm not going to get any deeper into that, but either way, we can use our features to our advantage in the modelling world, as Anok Yai has done. I remember seeing the video that caught the attention of the modelling agencies who signed her. She looked very striking and beautiful, and in that image, she used her darker skin to her advantage, which is something that we could do. But back to the inferiority complex. Some people just genuinely believe that they cannot be perceived as beautiful and that beauty is a thing for the Europeans because that is their beauty standard for themselves. Me, my personal beauty standard is not somebody who's European. My personal beauty standard is somebody who looks like Anok Yai, who looks like Lupita, Thames, Ira Star. If you don't know who they are Nigerian singers. They're very beautiful women. That is my beauty standard. People who I could not necessarily look like, but look more like me in terms of my features. Because personally, it makes no sense for me to have a white lady as my beauty standard. An example I can use is Margot Robbie. I can say that she's a very beautiful woman, of course, but is she my personal beauty standard? No, because I could never look like her, so why would I pedestalize her when it's not possible for me to look anything similar to her? The people who say the kinds of things like in that tweet, yeah, you should steer clear of them because they could make you have a similar mindset if you hang around them long enough. They can also be quite careless with their comments because they write that and don't even consider what if a young black girl sees that, or even a black woman in general. She doesn't have to be a young girl. But imagine that woman or that girl seeing you write off their features and their beauty as something Eurocentric, basically implanting the idea into their mind that African or people who look African, of African descent, can't be beautiful as well. How would that make a growing black girl feel secure about her phenotype? It wouldn't. But some people only think about themselves and don't consider what could happen to the rest of society. So to sum up my views on the whole situation, I believe that there is nothing Eurocentric about Anok Yai's phenotype, even though maybe in comparison to other people, she may have smaller features, but that doesn't take away from the Afrocentrism of her own features. I also believe that people who write off beautiful black women as Eurocentric have an inferiority complex and believe that white people are at the top socially, in terms of aesthetics. As I was editing, I found a weird article from 2019 which says, famous models that do not meet beauty standards. Again, I'm pretty sure they're referring to Eurocentric beauty standards because later on they name Anok Yai. So it says, long gone are the days where the modelling business got girls exclusively with perfect looks. Again, these people, I believe what their idea of perfect looks is something Eurocentric, because I do not see a single flaw in Anok Yai. But that could just be me. They go on later to describe Anok Yai as having coal black skin color. I do not know who gave them the okay on that, who signed off on this, but this is outrageous. What do you mean coal black? How could they write that and think that it was okay to say that? I'm curious as to what you guys think about this whole topic. Do you believe she's Eurocentric looking in any kind of way, or do you believe she's strictly Afrocentric? Let me know down in the comments. But that would be all from me today. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe and click the bell icon if you'd like to be notified on future uploads. Thank you, bye.